Hey everybody!
Hey guys!
MaJeliv here, we are the Vasquez family, and in today's video we are continuing our Obi-Wan Kenobi viewing on Disney+. We just finished part 1 of the 2-part premiere. We're about to jump into part 2. Part 1 was fantastic. We are loving this show so far. And we want to jump into the next part because we left with the cliffhanger and we want to see Kenobi continue on his journey and rather begin his expedition to hopefully save the Princess Leia, which that was crazy to see. So yeah, so if you haven't seen our reaction to part 1, you guys can check that out after checking this out. But anyway, we're gonna jump in now to part 2. Hope you guys enjoy our reaction. Thank you for joining us today, and here we go. Let's do this thing. Why you're excited?
I'm excited.
You can feel it in the falls.
It's a galactic airport.
Whoa, those guys are like...
I don't have time for this. Any credits?
Oh.
No way. Dude, the clones.
Dude, just so cool.
To see more live action. My gosh, dude. He's from the 501st too. Did you see his suit? 501st.
That one's free. A couple more of those and I forget she ever existed.
Dang, it's awful.
Nice girl.
Oh.
This dude.
Transport passenger check-ins received. Do you read? Over.
He's scamming people, man.
We will never forget.
You must. My safety depends upon it.
Yeah, he's lying to them.
Yeah, he would have said, "May the Force be with you," if he was an actual Jedi.
Yeah, he's completely scamming them. What?
Obi-Wan sees
This
it.
guy's a crook.
Goodness, that life is unforgiving. It looks like you just took money from that family.
I got them safe. Little horror.
This guy's playing like one of those characters in Clone Wars where like they start working with them and like you can't really trust them.
They're
you know?
probably gonna betray
Yeah.
him. He's doing the beard
Like
thing.
Han Solo.
Does it in Clone Wars and it. Oh man. Oh.
That guy's not discreet for that alien.
Not at all.
Wait, did he take that guy out?
I guess that's what they're implying.
Obi-Wan.
Whatever it takes for the princess.
Yeah, whatever it takes for Leia.
Yeah, well, get back to work.
Oh man. He's not even used.
He's doing a fist fight. Obi-Wan.
He's out of practice.
Well, he can't use the Force, or else he gives himself away.
Reminds me of Cal Kestis, remember from the game?
Yeah.
Where's the gun?
Oh my gosh.
This is so cool.
This is unreal.
No, it's not her.
It's a Jawa.
It's a droid.
She'll be here soon. Then we'll be rich, and we'll be dead. Everybody bleeds.
Oh my gosh, bro. Kenobi is not playing. I love it. I absolutely love
Here
it.
comes the hothead. Good actress, by the way,
Yeah,
if you're
it's
watching
fantastic.
this. Fantastic. If we're annoyed, you're doing your job.
Wait!
Let go of me!
Wait!
Let go!
Oh my.
Your father sent me. I'm here to help you.
Where's the army?
Dude, they were sneaking around together. This is
Oh.
How
Core
remarkable.
memory.
How
Core memory.
remarkable.
the way she like attacked him though when he opened the door.
First impression.
Is that it? You're it? Jedi?
Quiet.
You seem kind of old and beat up.
The
This
reality
is unreal. This is too good to be true.
Whatever power you are craving, it will not change what you are. The least of us.
Roasted.
I will take Kenobi in myself.
I don't want them to catch him. I want them to squeeze him. He'll reveal himself eventually. And I will be waiting.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Everybody has this picture.
Come on.
She's so cute.
You don't eat those farmers from Toll daughter.
Granddaughter, maybe.
She's straight up calling him old.
Consider it done.
That guy's like a snake.
You know, he survives too.
Done.
This girl, man, she needs to get put in her place. My gosh.
Darth Vader will do that. He better do that.
What is that? Why is there a picture of you?
Leia,
That's what you were hiding. You're the reason I'm here. It took me to get to you.
your
Jedi,
father is a very old
I
friend.
don't believe you.
Leia,
Now she has to go get Leia.
She's 10.
I mean, they both make it. I mean, we know how this ends, but it's like
It makes sense though why she's scared.
she's gonna have to see him be a Jedi for her to be like, oh,
Yeah.
come on, Leia.
I mean, she's got the right instincts. She doesn't trust him.
But where's she gonna go?
Yeah, but she doesn't trust him. So you know, this
That's
is
true.
great.
That's true.
Whoa.
What?
Well, yeah, she's using the Force. I'm sure Obi-Wan will be able to do that. But... Oh my, that was a little extra.
That was a little extra. How did she go back into a front
She
flip?
didn't have to do that backflip. Come on.
Her ego, man. Her ego
Yeah.
has got to get checked.
See, I'm not a Jedi. I'm a Sith. As she flips.
hold on. Leia, no! No!
He has no choice.
You really are a Jedi.
We need to move.
And this is all for you? Who are you?
The entire city's locked down. It's done. You need another exit. It's a cargo port. It's fully automated. Expect me to trust you. You're a criminal. Look, have I made a few bad decisions? Sure. Do I feel bad about it? Sometimes. Do I regret it? What choice do you have?
You got a point.
I'll use as much time as I can.
She's just having fun on a roof. She's not
Yeah,
really
she's not
chasing
even doing
anyone.
anything.
Yeah, she's getting annoyed.
Whoa, what was that?
Trippy angle.
Yeah.
Look, since I met you, I've been chased, shot at, I almost fell to my death. Now there are inquisiting people after us. If somebody is offering us help, I think we should take it. What now?
Nothing. You just remind me of someone.
Yeah.
She was fearless too.
Mm.
And stubborn.
I'm not stubborn.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
My gosh, man. That's so sad. Oh my gosh. Bro.
First fight.
What is her problem?
Then she sings his name. Obi-Wan.
She's dedicated.
She's a show-off.
Yeah.
She's ambitious, is what it is.
You see, I'm not a Jedi, I'm a Sith. As she flips.
As
and,
she flips.
Jumps on the walls.
No.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
Ah.
Here we go.
I'm just going to take you to.
She's trying to take him to
Lord Vader will be pleased. You didn't know. He's alive, Obi-Wan. Anakin Skywalker is alive.
I didn't realize he didn't know.
We've been looking for you for a long time.
Sister, I can stand the reek of your ambition no longer.
I found him. We have him.
And I cannot risk you losing him again.
Oh!
You think I'd let you take all the credit?
And they're all fighting for.
To be the right hand, like the favorite.
Well, he lives, clearly.
Oh my gosh, go, go, go.
He doesn't die. I mean, he doesn't die.
Wow, he just found out news that he did not know.
Yeah.
Well, he thought he left him on Mustafar.
Yeah.
How does she know that he's Anakin?
Well, he's probably said it.
Emperor Palpatine has
Yeah,
probably
Palpatine
said
probably said it too.
something.
That is such grave news.
Oh.
What is
Oh my gosh.
Man.
So exciting.
All right, I will admit that after watching, we watched Stranger Things and the episodes are so much longer. This felt too short. I wanted more, but that was a very powerful ending. I completely empathized 100%. I just felt his shock, his terror, his sadness, his probably strange relief that his friend was somewhat alive. Maybe. It's just so much in that moment. And then to cut to Vader in the tank, Anakin in, well, what's left of Anakin in the tank of water.
Back to tank?
That.
Yes. Back to tank.
Ah, he knows the name of the vessel that Anakin heals in.
That's the same one from Boba Fett. I mean, it's kind of the overall.
Right, no, you're right, you're
Luke uses that one. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And I think he's still dealing with the ache of what happened, and of Anakin's fate or whatever, the one he thought was his fate, and struggling with feeling like these two kids are growing up, and he no longer wants to be a Jedi because he's just so hurt by what happened. I wonder how this news will now shift his way of thinking, because how important is it now for the Jedi to continue to be able to, like, I don't know, how is he going to take that now?
Well,
when he finds out, oh, Anakin's alive, like,
yeah,
what is he going to do? You were going to say something.
I was just going to, because as you were saying that, I also realized that there's that at first, and then he's getting to know this little girl who clearly now reminds him of her mother, right? Of Padme, and it's just like a gust of wind he cannot get away from. It's just hitting him on so many levels, as she is so much like her. And then as that's sitting on him, that this little person is so much like someone he knew, then he finds out that Anakin's still alive. I think that's just a lot to process for him. And so now I don't know, I think I'm right there with him 100%, and there's no amount of distraction and annoyance with third sister to take away from the gravity of that reality.
Yeah.
That he's been in the desert for 10 years and convinced that Anakin was gone.
Yeah.
And he's not.
Now the third sister just stabbed one of the Inquisitors, and she's not coming home with Obi-Wan. So.
Well, she stabbed the main one.
Right, and so she's either gonna be promoted or in a lot of trouble, because, like I said, she's not coming home with Obi-Wan, and she stabbed an Inquisitor, one of the leaders.
Well, and now there's more intention too with him protecting the two kids.
Right.
Because essentially their dad is alive.
Well,
and they're more in danger, right? They're more in danger.
Well, they also didn't see the significance of Leia yet. Like, I don't think it's registered that's like, nobody realized that was Anakin and.
Well, that was the whole point. That was the whole
point
point of separating them. Yeah.
Right.
I guess I'm thrown off a little bit by how she knows that Darth Vader is Anakin. Like, I mean, you guys can maybe let us know in the comments, but I thought that only Palpatine, Obi-Wan, and like Yoda knew. Like, I didn't know.
But she also, remember, we were thinking that, yes, Inquisitors are all Jedi, but maybe she was closer to Obi-Wan and Anakin than they knew.
Like, she was a youngling, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
or she was younger
that might have known about them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only been 10 years, so that's not that long when it... Like, I'm sure that people who lived in that time know what happened to Anakin and know that he went to the dark side.
As far as I know, though, from what I have read, like, that, I forgot, and I know it's, like, how Palpatine had said that, Skywalker had died. Like he didn't, that he never, the association with Anakin and Darth Vader was never made, like, it wasn't a public thing. Like, you know, Anakin was said to have died during Order 66 or during the war. At least from what I understand and from the from the things that I have read in terms of the history and the legend or canon, whatever you want to call it. So, I don't know. I'm just very curious to see that. Like, how does Vader, or, you know, how are these Inquisitors trained? Like, that would be something interesting to look into, is to see how that transformation happens from being a Jedi to, you know, a fallen Jedi to not really being a Sith, but, you know, becoming kind of a hunter for Vader. All of that seems very fascinating, and is telling people his truth. Is that part of Vader's process? And maybe that's how she knows, but...
I think the Jedi would know what happened. I mean, if Obi-Wan doesn't know that he's alive, then yeah, you're right. How would people know that it's Anakin? That Anakin's alive. I mean, that's curious.
Yeah, look at... Yeah, a lot of people didn't know. I mean...
Right. I wonder if... Because remember, she does have the Force power to read people's minds. So maybe when he heard... Did he react when she said something about Anakin, or when she said Lord Vader?
When she said Vader.
Because that could have triggered a thought in his head saying, like, Anakin or something, and she could have read that and knew that it was Anakin.
Unless there's a reasonable explanation for her knowing, but yeah.
I mean, again, whether she said it a different way or not, he knows Vader is Anakin, Anakin is Vader. Like, he knows. And it's just that reality hitting him, which is big. But, anyway, I was more looking into something that's more... It's a kind of a tangent, but it's just
it's distracting. It's very distracting because so hell bent on just getting Kenobi. Right. So she's wanting to be in a position of power. She's clearly so in the dark side's hold that she wants just more of it. And I get
prideful and doing flips and jumping on walls. And,
she also just stabbed her
superior.
Her superior.
Big
like
trouble.
Like, does she not fear Vader? I don't know. Like, I'm very curious to see what is Reva's game and what truly is...
What is her punishment for
being so punishment, sure. Like, what happens to her, but also, like, what her deal is. Like, why is she so angry? Why... What puts her in such a place where she feels like she can, you know, disregard authority and you know, order and the ranks and all that. I'm very curious about that. Yeah, everything seems kind of like a game to her. Like, it's her game. It's her own, like... And, I mean, obviously, that's a character. Like, it's, you know... And we'll see what the intention with that is. And I think, hopefully, if we see her with Vader, if we kind of see that, I think we'll probably get a little bit more of an understanding. But...
Well, clearly, I think the next episode is Darth Vader.
Yeah, I mean, they showed him at the end there, man. That was crazy. And what I'm also loving too is they are starting to kind of shift the way he looks to how he looks in, you know, the original. His face is a little bit more
white.
Man, but seeing him and Leia, seeing Obi-Wan and Leia was so special, and hearing her talk, it's just so sad. It's so sad because you hear Padme.
Like how she was saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was like. Oh,
I know.
Because she doesn't even know that it's her mom that he's talking about, and she's just saying, "Oh, I'm sorry for him losing his friend."
Right.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
You can't run from the past, you know, as much as he tries to hide it. But
it'll chase you down, literally.
That's something I honestly didn't expect or consider. That once he has Leia, she would become a nuisance, and she did. She was trying to get away and. Just she was gonna fend for herself. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
I did love that twist very much. That this unexpected obstacle for him was her going off, running.
Well, do you remember that part in A New Hope where she grabs the blaster from him and shoots the thing, and she's the one that jumps in first. She's always been the one that takes like initiative. You know? Always the one that's like taking brave steps or like. She's not some regular senator or like she's, you know, she's Padme's daughter.
Yeah.
Anakin's daughter.
And Anakin's daughter, right.
Yeah.
Challenging the authority.
I think he's going to go from, after this episode, from not really regarding them emotionally, because it's true. You know, he doesn't really care for Luke. He's just trying to train him up to be a Jedi because he made a promise. But I think now with this experience, he really is starting to care for these kids.
Or beyond what the duty might be. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
There probably wasn't an affection.
Well, no, because he wasn't even going to go rescue her.
It could also be that he felt, because this is what I got from the first episode, that he feels he's protecting them by not getting closer, by not
Because he's afraid.
Because he's afraid, right?
Yeah.
Like what happened in this episode of potentially risking her life is just that. Like he was afraid of putting her in danger, and also the fact that it took him, he had a hard time using the Force. That's probably another reason why he can't learn from Qui-Gon, is because he's distanced himself from the Force, and he kind of needs to.
He also distanced himself emotionally from those kids. And
That's true.
From, Anakin because of what happened, and obviously physically because of what happened. But, I think he's so broken and so torn because of what happened that, I feel like it's like the Mandalorian Grogu type of thing where there's like this bond forming and it becomes more personal for him. I mean, I think he feels safer distancing himself, but he is going to feel like he has no choice but to just give them more of himself and become more of who he's destined to be, who he's always been. That guilt, he's going to have to kind of shake off that guilt and figure something out. Cause,
man,
he can't hide forever. So
no, you're right. Exactly. He can't. This is fantastic.
What did we think about Jedi imposter guy, Haja?
I thought he was a cool.
He was a good character.
I mean, it kind of. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that it did feel very much like one of those characters in like a Clone Wars episode where, you don't really know if you can trust them or not, but the Jedi kind of has to work with them and figure it out. But
I'm sure
he did great. Yeah,
I'm sure he's not the only one that's pretended to be a Jedi to scam people.
Right.
It does seem like something that's probably very common. Yeah, so I thought he was a cool little twist.
And I thought that was cool that when he found out that he was a Jedi, he was like, "I'll help you." Like, yeah.
And even him as an actor, his comedy usually is more animated or more upfront, but this was more subtle and more like it didn't distract or like hinder the tone. Like it's still kind of.
At first, it did for me, and that's why I knew he was a scammer. So I knew he was like overplaying the Jedi, and I'm like, this guy immediately. Maybe I was so one with Obi-Wan that I just like, no, this guy's a total
pun number 2 on episode 2.
He's a total poser. He's not the real deal. But he got very real and honest, and he respected Obi-Wan. When he saw, and he even called him Obi-Wan, like he knew who he was immediately. Like, oh my gosh, that is the one Obi-Wan. So very, very, very it was kind of a good switch for me because the character, he's at first annoyed me as this poser, and then at that moment where he helps him, I was like, all right, redemption for you, man. I thought he was a goner. I thought Reva was going to end him, and so when she just read his mind and then left, I was relieved that she.
Didn't kill him.
Yeah,
that's not what she cares about. She cares about getting Obi-Wan to Vader.
She's not like a senseless killer for sure. She does have tactics. She has something up her sleeve. She wants something more than just a little hand clap from Lord Vader. She wants more than that, and I'm very curious about what is her drive. Because it is Kenobi. Like that is. It's weird. It's just very bizarre to me. Yeah. There's a passion there that I need it to be. It's got to be justified, or else I'm gonna be squinting a little bit.
They talked about her past slightly, how she wasn't like a normal Jedi. That she didn't. Her upbringing was different.
Yeah, and you even see it. Like there's no reason why they would have showed Order 66 unless it involved her.
So I do think she was a very powerful Padawan.
Maybe she was about to be.
Making her scream at flying ships. I will destroy you. We will destroy you.
There's so much here, and there's so much to I think look forward to and to hopefully see answered. But definitely Obi-Wan finding out that Anakin was still alive, was a moment that had to happen. I think because then in A New Hope when he's like, oh, we meet again. It's like they clearly already had an encounter beforehand. Again, so. It definitely needed to happen, and it's exciting, man. We can't wait to see what happens next. But definitely, opened up a lot of questions, and we definitely enjoyed we love to see, you know, the different relationships, and specifically with Leia and Obi-Wan. That was really, really special. But we want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments as to what you guys thought, what stood out, what you're thinking of the show so far since we've officially finished this 2-episode premiere, and how you feel about the rest of the show going forward, how you're feeling about it, if you're excited, if you're kind of on the fence, or yeah, we just love to hear your opinions down below in the comments and connect with you that way. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys can check out more MaJeliv content, exclusive content down below in the link in the description, or this card up above, where you guys can, again, get exclusive MaJeliv videos, but also help support us more monthly. With the link in the description will help us to create more videos and send them out your way, as well as create original creative content. So if you guys want to help support us a little more and become official producers of our videos, you guys can check that out. But regardless, you guys being here today means a lot to us, and we are extremely grateful to have you, and we hope you enjoyed our reaction. And with that, go out there, spread your light, and we'll see you guys in the next MaJeliv video. Have a MaJeliv day.
Bye.
Bye.